Hey guys, it's Bob Gar. I haven't been doing much for a few weeks, so they brought back cubes, so I'm gonna do a little bit of that. Hopefully, I'll be able to do some more recordings, videos, and stuff over the next week. I'll probably try to at least get out a vlog this weekend. Life has been a little busy. That's the way it goes. But I figure might as well stream while I can, and I wanted to play a cube draft anyway. Even though I haven't played this cube yet at all, I very well could fail my first draft or so. So at least if I fail, maybe it'll be entertaining. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to jump to this cube and see how it goes. Oh, I should bring up the chat just in case anybody actually watches me. Probably not likely. Oh god, it's got to update the thing. That's alright. I think I'm still set up to do it through Restream, so I think I'm going to both Twitch and YouTube right now, technically. Alright, and we're in. Well, I can't take chat suggestions on what to take, unfortunately. Rabble Master's pretty nice in mono red. I think I might just take Snapcaster Mage. I do like a Dark Confidant. You have to build around him a lot. You have to kind of go a very fast, like, you know, you have to go very low to the ground if you want to do that. I like Snapcaster. I think he's pretty powerful. The green cards are alright. I like Rabble Master a lot too. Nothing here jumps out at me. It's just like bonkers powerful. Snapcaster is just always going to be pretty good. And I like blue. Torrential Gearhawk also feels pretty good, but I doubt we'll wheel it. Pretty balanced pack. A few of every color. I guess not much white. But black, green, red, and blue are all pretty well represented, and a few lands that are decent as well. Yeah, let's take Snapcaster Mage. Search for Azcanta I think can be very strong. I really like Phyrexian Metamorph, and then Gideon Ally of Zendikar. Those are the three that jump out to me right away. I do like Wrath of God, especially if you're in a blue controlling deck. Prismatic Lens isn't bad either, just as a mana rock. It also technically fixes you. I think I'm on one of the two blue cards. I don't think there's enough reason to pull away from blue, even though I do think Gideon is quite powerful. Search is my first thought. It feels like it would work well in a Snapcaster deck in general, and it's nice to get some of the lower to the ground things going first, just because usually you can find one or two big threats late. Actually, the fetch lane could be pretty good too. Like go blue-white Cheons or something. Spirit of the Labyrinth, this is alright, but very much like end of the pack pick. Yeah, I think this is a fine pick. Here we have some interesting choices. I do like Mind Shatter, but I don't think it's good in our deck. We're not going fast enough. I don't think these green cards are very good for us. What does this one do? Draw cards equal to the greatest power on creatures you control. You may cast a card. Yeah, that's not very good for us. Don't think so. Brawl's the one blue card. We could take it to cut blue. I almost think we'd be better off with like Deep Fiend or something. I just don't think Brawl is all that good here. I think either we go Battle Sphere, which can go in anything, and it's just always going to be a good top end. Deep Fiend, which can go in which is pretty good in a blue deck, I think. Zealous Conscripts if we want to splash red. Maybe Wrath of God. Those are the ones that jump out to me. I do love a Zealous Conscript. I think Elder Deep Fiend is fine too. Maybe we'll go Zealous. Maybe we'll go blue-red. Yeah, I think Zealous is pretty powerful, especially in a cube with a lot of Planeswalkers, which I think this one does have. Good kind of mid-top end. Alright. I'm guessing it doesn't have Splinter Twin, but does have Kiki, maybe? I see a Pestermite. That's what makes me think that, because I don't think you run Pestermite just on its own. I guess you could. Geist is quite powerful if we wanted to go blue-white, some kind of tempo build. Opt is just always going to be decent. I think Vizier is actually super good. Just as a clone effect that you can use twice. I would be interested to see how good this is. 4-drop's not the worst. I could see going Opt too. Nothing jumps out at me here. It looks like the red might be cut. There's only one red card here. Geist isn't terribly exciting. I think it's one of these three. I think it's one of the blue cards. Yeah, I mean, I like Pestermite. If the combo is a thing, that could be really good. I think Opt is... I don't like Opt that much, but it's fine. I'm going to take the Vizier of Many Faces. Feels a little more bomby. Chasm Skulker, Compulsive Research. So basically it's card advantage versus a threat that they have to kind of answer, otherwise it gets way out of hand. This gets out of hand pretty quick. And if you draw a card, it gets +1/+1 counter. So especially in a blue deck, that might happen pretty fast. And just in general, it happened pretty fast. I think we're on the compulsive research plane, though. I don't think anything else here is all that exciting. Fetch land would be fine. Shock Knot in our colors could be good if we wanted to go more different colors. This is a great... The green cards are fine, but not exciting. I really don't like this Sorin very much. The Cloudgoat Ranger is nice for a beater if you're blue, if you're like white something. Like we could go blue-white and play that. It would be fine. I think I like Zealous slightly more than it, though. Cough of the Hammer doesn't feel good in this multicolor deck. I'd probably rather go Ralzeric. I bet Spellquell would be pretty good. Sower, I think, would be pretty decent, too. I'm not sure what's priority here. I don't think I want Silent Departure. I don't think we're really... That might be good in a tempo deck, but I don't think that's really where we are. Yeah, I think I go Sower. Take control of some creatures. It's decent. If they can answer it, you don't do so well, but they have to answer it. I don't think Shellback Isle is quite as good in Modern Cube, I'm guessing, as it is in other cubes, but I still think it's fine. Misty Rainforest is the other option that I'm looking at. Reflected Mage I do like a lot, and we could go white. Like, we don't need to run the Zealous Conscripts. We could also go blue-green, and then Jirago would be pretty good. Although, we have a lot of blue so far. Shellback Isles might just be where it's at. I like Misty a lot, too, though. This kills everybody's creatures, including ours, which feels risky if we're running Sower. Although we don't have to run Sower. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad against Snapcaster and Zealous if we're just kind of a low creature count deck. I'm going to grab Shelldock. Could be wrong. Staff of Nin seems fine. If we want to go black, Underground River could be good. Staff of Nin is a 6 mana. On your turn, you get to draw a card and then deal 1 damage to target creature or player. So... not bad. Never Return is also pretty decent if we wanted to go that way. Vanishing Light's also pretty decent. The red is pretty dried up, and the blue's actually not really here either. I'm going to take Staff of Nin for now. I don't really want to commit to a different color yet. I don't think Chandra's Phoenix is good for us, even though it is a red card. Oblivion Stone is pretty cool if we're like a control deck, which I guess we are a little bit. I was going to say Hinterland Harbor, and we could just try to go green, because green does look a little bit open. Like maybe red's not open, but green is. So I mean, I could see trying to go blue green. I could see taking Oblivion Stone, which I'm gonna get Hinterland Harbor. I don't know. Stomping Grounds. Boom Bust is interesting. I mean, Boom is pretty bad. Bust is a little too expensive. Lightning Mauler is fine. Sweeper is pretty good. None of these are in the colors we want to be in. I guess red technically is if we wanted Zealous Conscripts. But I'm not sure how important Lightning Mauler is. I mean, it's fine. I'm going to hedge on ending up white. I'm just going to hedge on ending up all the colors. Well, Outer Deep Fiend I think is pretty good for a deck, and that came back. I mean, we don't have a lot of creatures to use it with, but I do think it's a powerful effect. Precursor Golem's fine too. Brushland doesn't seem good for us. Some black cards left. I'll take a Baneslayer. Maybe we'll end up white. I mean, I guess maybe Zealous Persecution. If that's the only red card we're seeing that's decent, then maybe we just don't play it. Well, we're probably more likely to play Acidic Slime than any of the rest of those, which is not to say we're likely to play it. Silent Departure seems terrible. Grab Pelucranos. Okay, so I know what my main color is. My main color is blue, and we got a lot of it. I don't know what my secondary color is. Green is the one we have fixing for. White, we have a couple decent cards. Like, I do like Day of Judgment in a somewhat creature-like control deck. Elspeth would certainly make me consider going. We got, like, no good blue cards here. Phantasmal Image is good, I guess. Elspeth just ends games, though. Maybe we are just blue-white. I do like Cast Out, too, but I don't think I would take it here. Yeah, maybe we just go, like, blue-white control. Lotus, like, there's a lot of good green here. And I could go the blue-green fixer, too, just to have another one. But I think I'm gonna... Siege King's not bad either. I think I'm gonna try blue-white for now. I think this is the best finisher in this pack. And there were no good blue cards. Rune Snag doesn't seem terribly good because it's only gonna ever be a counter for 2. Although I do think counters are pretty decent. Chandra Nalar, which one does this one? +1 deal damage to target player, minus deal X damage to target creature. That sounds absolutely terrible. That card is almost unplayable. Wildfire and Lightning Bolt would be fine. Spell Skite's always going to be decent. Temporal Mastery is fine. I don't think I want a Linvala. I guess I just take Temporal Mastery. I'm not sure I play it. Not a very good pack to pick 2. I mean, I could take Rune Snag too. It just doesn't feel very good. Maybe I just take Signet. I guess Signet is good just to ramp me up to my big stuff, even if I don't end up in green. It's either that or Temporal Mastery. I'll take the Signet, I guess. I'm not sure about that. Neither of them are terribly good. Well, I think Venser's... I think I take Venser over Colonnade or Sphinx's Rev. Cyclonic Rift is really good too. This one, like unlike the last one, this one has 4 cards that we want all of, basically. I think Celestial Colonnade is great, especially in this kind of creature-late deck. I think Venser is just very, very powerful. Cyclonic Rift is good too once you get to enough mana, and I like Sphinx's Rev as well. I think I'm going to take Venser here. I think he's good enough. We don't have any 1-drops yet. We're missing out on a few 3-drops also. Lake Claim is neat. Fetch Land. We don't have any fetchable lands yet, but Fetch Land is good. I'd probably just take Bribery. I'm always super impressed with Bribery. I think it's the most fun card in the cube. Excited Orchard is probably pretty good. I don't think there's too many monocolored decks, but I think I'd rather have Polluted Delta if I took a fetch. White's not very much here now either. I can slam these guys in for now, because I think those are reasonable contemplations. I'm going to take Bribery. I don't think Bribery is quite as good in this cube as it is in others, because there aren't as many giant bombs, but I don't think it's bad. Players can't activate Planeswalker's loyalty abilities. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a second card. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Well, we could do that. I think the other option is Jace Vryn's Prodigy, also pretty good here. But we only have 1 Planeswalker, and I mean, she's our best finisher, but we could cut her and just go Mortal Sun and hope that takes over the game. Just a bunch of 6-mana draw extra card effects. I mean, it feels neat. I'd be excited to try it. I'm not convinced it's a good pick here. I feel like Jace is the correct pick. I'm going to take Jace. I mean, I think it's the right pick. Sensor's fine. Serum Visions is probably what I'm taking. Blue-White Land would be nice too, but we need a few cantrips to set up our draw. I don't think Maloku is very good without opposition. Angel of Sanctions would be fine. Yeah, maybe Angel of Sanctions is actually pretty good. I mean, it's a lot like Duplicant, except 1 mana cheaper. I think I would probably take it over Duplicant if I believe that I'm white, and I think it's a pretty good guess right now. I don't think I'm a Dictate deck. I don't think I'm gonna have enough creatures. Sleight of Hand is good. Sword of War and Peace could be okay. Don't think we're Honor the Pure deck. Electrize would be good if we went black to red-blue, but I don't think we're doing that at this point. We really do need some fixing, though. We have no fixing yet. I think I'm taking Sleight of Hand just to give us more early game plays. It's almost a little bit like fixing in the sense that it can draw us towards what we need. We don't have any 3-drops, but we do have a lot of good 2-drops. And I think Phantasmal Image is good enough to play. Don't think we're likely to play any of the other ones. No fixing. Grab a Temporal Mastery. Might not play it. Celestial Colonnade is exactly what we want. I mean, I really like Sphinx's Rev and Cyclonic Rift, but we can't take them here. I'll take an Exotic Orchard. Might play it, might not. It's like, add to your mana pool 1 mana of any land that an opponent controls could produce. It's like, I think it's like a sideboard land. It's like if they're producing the same colors as you, it can come in and then it's great fixing, but pre-board I wouldn't put it in. Aether Adept, basically a, what's it called? Just a bounce effect. Could go Una, but I think Aether Adept is probably more important. Censor is actually very playable. I could totally imagine playing Censor. I think we're going to have plenty of playables. Like, we almost have a full deck already. Not necessarily a good deck, but a full deck. Loku, nope, you're not getting played. I hope to God I don't have to play my Loku. That would be a nightmare. That'd be a nightmare scenario. Yep, we're 2-color, which is not going to be too bad, but could have done a slightly better job on the fixing. That does happen to me a little bit. Especially this draft where I like started into like blue-red, and then I was like, well, green seems to be pretty open, and I took a few green cards, and I didn't really get there. I still could potentially go mono-blue. I do think Cryptic is great. Mana Rock would be nice too, so would Glacial Fortress. Blade Splicer would also be fine. I think I'm going to grab the Cryptic Command. I think that one is pretty sweet. Draw, threat. Extended Mindbender is not for us. I mean, I don't mind Hedron Archive. It doesn't help with the fixing. It does just draw us 2 cards, though, which is pretty nice. I could also just take City of Brass. It feels pretty bad. Hedron Archive is just always going to be good, I think. We are a little jammed up at the 4 spot is my only hesitation. I do like Hedron Archive, though. Careful Consideration's okay, but not great. It's another 4-drop. Could see going something like Silverblade. We really could use some like removal or counter spells. We have a couple counters, but not a lot. I don't know. I'm pretty worried about just getting. What am I ramping up to? I guess my 5 drops and my 6 drops. Yeah, I don't even know if I play it. I probably should have switched to something else. I do think Ancestral Visions is a good turn 1 play, although there's another Fixer. The Fixer is probably more important. I do love an Ancestral Vision, though. I think that would be pretty good in our deck. But I think I gotta take the Fixer here. I'm gonna put Hedron Archive over here for now, although it's even possible I cut some other 4-drop. Day of Judgment's fine. We are a deck that most of our creatures are over the 4 mana mark. It'd be nice if we had a few more instants and sorceries for Snapcaster. We have a few, but I guess we can technically even Snapcaster Bribery if we have 7 mana. It could be kind of fun. I don't know. Alright, what do we got here? Gifts Ungiven. Well, we don't really have the things to make that work. We could take. We do have a fetchable land. Alright, so if we take Fetch Land, we could fetch Irrigated Farmlands. That's probably the pick. Doesn't look like there's a lot in blue or white that I would want to take, so I think Fetch Land is the pick. Aether Sphere Harvester would be okay, but not really what we want. I do like a Spike-Tailed Drake. Vendilion Click just seems way better. I don't even know why I said the word Spike-Tailed Drake when there's a Vendilion Click sitting there. Shrine of Loyal Legions and Archangel Thune would also be quite good, I think. But I'm going to take the V-Click. So this is a 2-mana creature that when it comes into play, it doesn't have flash or anything, but it basically turns your opponent's stuff into crap for a turn. I do like a Sun Titan, but I think maybe a negate is just better for us. Like, how many Sun Titan targets do we have? Well, I guess we have a few. Phantasmal Image, Jace, Snapcaster, Aether Adept, Vendilion Click, obviously lands. So we have 1 fetch land. I'll take Sun Titan. Looter is a pretty good card. Temporal Isolation is removal. I mean, it's really bad removal, so is Oust. Maybe I take Oust. I don't really like to, but like, what do I have for removal right now? I have a Day of Judgment, and that's like it. I really like Looter Core, but I guess without like a Reanimate sub-theme or anything, maybe Looter is just not even that good. I mean, I guess I can dump things and recast them with Snapcaster. I'm going to take the Oust. I don't really like it, but I do think I need some amount of removal. What does Jinx Choker do? At the beginning of your end step, target opponent gains control of Jinx Choker and puts a charge counter. At the beginning of your upkeep, Jinx Choker deals damage to you equal to the number of charge counters on it. Put a charge counter on Jinx Choker or remove one from it. That doesn't seem very good to me. These two are just like early game beaters. I think I take Mana Tithe, but I probably don't play it. Well, we got another blue-white land. That might be the pick. Blade Splicer would also be fine. We don't really have any blink effects for it or anything like that. I don't think I saw any coming up. So I think I just take the land here. Relatively happy with a blue-white land. I think for a 2-color deck, we totally made it on lands. I don't think we're in rough shape there at all. I like all my 4-drops a lot. This 3-drop could go. I like most of my 2-drops quite a bit. To mix in, it's a little awkward since it's not in our color, but still might be worth it just to push us towards our top end faster, and we'll have pretty good fixing anyway. Not a lot left. I mean, the only two real choices here are Talrand, who... I mean, I guess he's okay in the deck. Is there a quick way to see instants and sorcery? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one doesn't really count, I guess. 8 if I kept this in, which I might not. Well, I got him anyway. I guess I should have gone the other one. I don't think I would play either, so I don't think it really matters. I needed to decide faster. I mean, I can see him good in some kind of grindy matchup, or some matchup where I really want flyers, I guess. Because we do have enough instants and sorceries that we could make it work, just not quite ideal. Really nothing here that we're likely to play. What's the one that's most likely? I guess green is the most likely splash. Well, that's kind of in the definitely not playing realm. This is the blue card. We do have blue, so I'll take it. But again, I don't think I'm playing Gifts Ungiven. I'll take the Shrine Nykthos, but that's kind of going in the don't play pile. Core Hookmaster actually might be better than Frostwalker. Frostwalker is just a 4/1. Core Hookmaster is tap target creature doesn't untap during its opponent's untap step. And this I was actually thinking about playing. This might be playable. It's not good. It's not a good card. It's basically just pacifism. But 2 mana flash pacifism is okay as removal, and we are super removal light right now. So now I got to figure out what cuts I want to make. Temporal Mastery is fun, but I'm not convinced it's great, so I can see cutting that. Serum Visions and Sleight of Hand. It's nice to have a couple 1-mana cantrips. I don't think those are bad. I do like Staff of Nin just to draw some cards. I like Sun Titan and Elsbeth as threats. Could cut a 5-drop like Baneslayer. I mean, it's good. I think Angel of Sanctions is more important for removal. Let's cut Temporal Isolation for now. I do have a lot of 2-drops. Search, Snapcaster, Phantasmal Image, Jace. All of those are pretty good cards. Censor is not great, but it is. I find it's pretty good. Like, at least game 1 where they don't see it coming, you can just censor them. Get some value out of that. I mean, Aether Adept is one I'm less excited about. I could cut it. I only feel bad about that because we do kind of want a 3-drop. I do think Elder Deep Fiend is nice to have as a 1-of on the high end. We do have enough little things that I think it's castable. I don't have a ton, though. It's possible that's the cut because I have enough high end already. And then I put in, like, Hedron Archive to draw me more stuff. Something like that. I mean, Snapcaster Mage is realistically at least a 3-drop because you're never playing Snapcaster for 2. So Curve probably looks more like this. These are realistically 2-drops. Yep. I think we need a removal early game, so Oust is fine. These two can have a chance to take over the game. Angel of Sanctions is removal. Got a Bribery to grab our opponent's best thing. I can see cutting this if our opponents just like don't have anything game 2. Steals a creature, ramps us, and potentially draws us 2 cards. Cryptic is great. Another clone effect. We are running a lot of clone effects, I guess. I could cut Phantasmal Image, although again I think it's pretty good, so I don't know if I really want to. That's another option if I wanted to keep in one more Haymaker. I guess we are a little low on top end. I could see running a one of Deep Fiend. Could also cut Compulsive Research or something. I do like it, but maybe it's not worth it. Or Simic Signet's not in our colors. No, I think I'm going to cut Simic Signet and put in Deep Fiend. And just say, no mana rocks for us. And we got a lot of lands that we can play. We want Shelldock Isle for sure. We want Marsh Flats because it can fetch us our Irrigated Farmland. We want Irrigated Farmland. We want Glacial Fortress. And we want Celestial Colonnade. So, got quite a few decent lands, which is good. And what do we have for basics? 7 islands, 5 plains actually looks pretty much about right to me. We definitely want more islands than plains. All of our duels produce at least blue. All of our special lands produce at least blue, so it's really 8 islands. But we do want quite a few plains, so we do have, like, basically almost all of our plains spells are double white. We are a pretty mana intensive deck, but we're only 2 colors, so I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think this is good enough to try. I'm not 100% confident in this deck, but I mean, it does look fun. I'm a little worried we're going to be too slow and get run over. I'm also a little worried that our big top end stuff is just not game winning enough, but I'm not 100% sure without playing it. So we'll try it. This is my first time drafting this cube. I don't know. I'm excited to give it a go. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. All right. This looks like a keep to me. We have turn 2 search for Azcanta. Might not have turn 4 Venser. We'll have Phantasmal Image turned on pretty soon. Sun Titan, that's a ways away. That's alright. Hopefully the Azcanta will at least help us dig towards the lands and things that we need. Okay, my opponent does nothing. Let's break this, get our Irrigated Farmland. Very well might have a counter here, but if he counters the search for Azcanta, I think I'm okay with that. Right, we did hit a bunch of our high end already, unfortunately. I think we have 4 top end cards and we hit 3 of them. A little unfortunate. He lets it go, no counter spell, alright. Well, I don't know if he doesn't have a counter spell or if he just decided not to play it. Probably digging towards the land with search, but it's hard to say for sure. Evoke some Mole Drifter. I wish he had cast that so that I could copy it with my Phantasmal Image, but sometimes that's the way it goes. I think I want to draw the island. It's just, we're a little ways away from being able to use it, but it is important to us. I guess we pass because we can't really do much with Phantasmal Image here. Next turn we'll have Venser. If he has any big spells to play. Unfortunately, he can get a 4-drop off now if he wants to. It looks like not. Maybe he's holding up Counterspell, which if he is, that works out pretty well for us. Vizier of Many Faces. Let's dump that into our graveyard. We can cast it from our graveyard anyway. It's almost like getting a free draw. Could even jam a Hedron Archive here if we wanted to, but I think it's better just to pass and hold up Venser. Steam Vents tapped, short. My opponent has... Interesting. Rashmi is interesting. Whenever you cast the first spell each turn, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card with converted mana cost less than that spells, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. If you don't cast... If you don't cast a real card, put it in your hand. Alright, so I will Venser. Alright. Then we get to look at the top card. Compulsive Research. I don't think we want Compulsive Research here. I think we want to keep hitting lands probably, or counter spells, or something. Snapcaster's not terrible. Nothing to really use it on yet, but I think I'm going to take a turn off in Hedron Archive. We can always Staff of Nin and Sun Titan next turn. mean, I can Snapcaster Compulsive Research if I want. This time he plays Oracle of Moldiah, which is interesting. Oh, he finds land. That's good news for him. Cold Steel Heart on top. Pass his turn. Alright. Could flip stuff into my graveyard if I want to. He also could be holding up a counter now, which is interesting. I think I do want to draw land. So I have a couple options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could certainly... Well, I think I'm going to attack in no matter what. So let's see what that does. I could copy Oracle of Moldiah. I could hold up Elder Deep Fiend activation. Can I do that while also doing other things? All right, let me think real quick. One, two, so 7. This costs 7, but it's reduced by 4, so it really only costs 3. Then I'd have 4 left. I can either play one of my big cards and hope that it resolves past whatever counterspell he might be holding up, or I can Phantasmal Image his Oracle. Or I could Staff of Nin and just hope to draw lots of cards. All of those feel pretty good. Staff of Nin isn't crazy good here, but it's fine. What does that even do? I guess I can do multiple things too if I copy Oracle and happen to get lucky. See if he wants to counter this. Well, we don't get to cast something right away, but we do get to Shell Dock right away. Probably Baneslayer. Vendilion Click's also good. Alright, and we have Sower coming up. Do we want to do anything else here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I could Vizier again on something. There's not much to Vizier on. I could also Elder Deep Fiend in his upkeep, sacking maybe Venser. Or I could sack, I guess I could sack my Oracle and then play Sun Titan next turn and get Oracle back. Because well, yeah, basically. Alright. Yeah, maybe I do that. He might just counter it, but I think if he counters it, that's fine. Upkeep. I guess if I'm doing it in my upkeep. Yeah, let's do this. This will be fun at least. We'll see how it goes. Okay, maybe he plays Counterspell here. Moon Snag. Okay, well that I can pay for. Yes. Maybe he didn't realize I had an extra mana floating. Not sure. He's got another Signet coming up. He can play a Signet this turn if he wants to, or maybe he has something else. He plays the, plays basically the Signet. Interesting. I wish... Well, let's see what I get. Sower's not the worst. I mean, I could Sower control his guy. Would be fine. Or I could dump Sower. I think it's fine to draw Sower. He's kind of gas. Oh, I hit dump. That's fine too. Both are fine. So this I can play at instant speed off of blue, so that takes 2 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's what I want to do. I think I cast Sun Titan. I think Sun Titan should get back Phantasmal Image. Sure. Then I can Phantasmal Image whatever I want. I could just Phantasmal Image my Sun Titan or my Elder Deep Fiend or his Oracle. You know what? It's probably better to just Phantasmal Image the Sun Titan, right? It's not legendary, so there's no good reason not to. This is legendary. That's the reason I don't want to do that. Alright, let's Phantasmal Image Sun Titan. Okay, yep. He needs something pretty big next turn, but he very well might have something pretty big. He just takes it, goes to 8. Okay, seems fine. Well, he gets to play a swamp for free. He has a Yujin coming up. He's got to do something pretty soon, but Yujin is powerful. What's he got? Wrath? Do I even know what he has? Did he show me it already? It's happened a lot of mana. 6. Inferno Titan, sure. Can kill my Venser, I guess. Oh, yeah, he can kill both of those, sure. I think he still probably just loses. For a couple of reasons. Okay, blue. Use Shelldock. Cast my Baneslayer. Okay. In my deck. Oh, interesting. Does that do anything for him? Don't think it does. Let's thin my deck anyway. Get a land. He's at 8. Can't I just copy my guy that lets me tap down all this stuff? Okay. Yeah, let's put that into my graveyard. Yeah, might as well transform it. Alright, so... Wait, can I not? I thought I could cast Vizier of Many Faces from my graveyard. It has Embalm. Oh, I'm in my upkeep. I see. Bribery would be fun. I think the right thing to do is just Embalm. Oh, it's a cast trigger. I'm dumb. Alright, well that didn't work, so I'm very stupid. I can get in for 5 in the air. I guess you just Yujin minus his next turn. Is there anything I can do right now? I could Bribery it, but I'm not even sure that's good. Well, I screwed up pretty bad. I guess Yujin minus can't kill either of those, so maybe he just won't Yujin minus. Let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shoot. Yeah, I can't quite do staff. Let's pass, and then I can I think Bribery next turn after he's Yujin hopefully minus. I feel like if he doesn't Yujin minus, he just loses. Unless he has a removal. Maybe it was really smart to copy this guy because that doesn't die to Yujin minus. That's what I'm thinking. I'm brilliant. Secretly brilliant. Not a lot to do with Snapcaster here. Maybe Snapcaster is just not good in the deck. Making Compulsive Research, I think that's like it right now. Maelstrom Pulse, alright. So he's not using that this turn. Sure, that seems fine. Goes to 2, sure. Let me dig. I see Oust, I see Cryptic. I'll take Cryptic. Any order? Alright. Yep, I'm just going to tap down all his guys and swing in. So got there. Through some potentially bad plays by me, but that's alright. So he's like a 3 or 4 color, mostly just a good stuff deck. Oop, I hit Submit by accident. I'm not sure there's that much I would change anyway. Definitely don't want that. Temporal Mastery wouldn't have been like important. Talrand I don't think would have been important. Like I don't feel good about things like Talrand if I know he has Eugen in his deck, which I do. Aether Adept, not that good. Bribery should definitely stay in. I know he has some pretty bomby things in there, like Inferno Titan. So I think that's enough reason to be running the Bribery. But yeah, I mean, we took game 1 a little bit close, but it felt pretty good. Not the best hand, but I think I can keep it. Just off the power of a bunch of lands and then a Day of Judgment if he gets too far ahead early. Bribery could be good eventually. Unfortunately, we really need to get a second blue mana, because it would be really nice to play, for instance, Vendilion Click turn 3. But if we don't get it, we don't get it. At least we have some pretty good stuff. And like I said, if he plays down too much, I can always just Day of Judgment and get rid of it. Probably just ramp. Yeah, he has a lot of signets. I noticed that about him. We did get another blue mana. Oh, oh, what? Oh, I F6 through my turn somehow? What? Well, that was a punt and a half. I don't even know how that happened. I don't even think I pressed F6 on his turn. Well, that came out of nowhere. All right. Sure. Well, I might as well just... In fact, I probably should just scoop now. Ah, god damn. That is so painful. What did he get? Anything useful? He got... Yeah, I'm just going to scoop. Yeah, we lose. That was too bad. That was me F6ing through my turn. But yeah, there's no way we're going to win after that. Would have been actually a really close match otherwise. But that's the way it goes. Alright, well, hopefully we can do well in this last one. I don't know how that F6 happened. I literally didn't even have my hand on the 6. It just... I was like, oh, play a card? I'm going to play this card. And then it was like, no, discard a card. It's like, oh, not only did I discard a card, I discarded the one card I needed because I thought I was playing it. All right, well, that was brutal. Sucks when things like that happen and you're streaming. I probably did have F6, but I swear to God, my hand was on the, or it's not F6 anymore, it's 6, but my hand was on the F2 key, which is the advanced one step. Like, it wasn't even, I don't know how I would have touched it, but whatever. Not going to worry about it too much. Can't look back too much. That was a silly mistake for sure. Well, we have both colors. We have a pretty slow hand. I still think I'm going to keep it. We got Sower. It's not terrible against him. He does have a little bit of removal, but that's fine. Sheldock, what do you find? I guess Phantasmal Image. Nothing good here. Alright, well, Phantasmal Image and then the rest of the bottom. Too bad. I kind of needed those 2 lands, but hopefully we'll find more. Okay, he plays land tapped. We did find a second land. I'm just going to play it here. Next turn we can Vendilion Click on his draw step if we want, or even on his end step if we feel like it. I don't think he's disrupting our hand, and I don't know how scared we are of specific 3-drops from him. Could also slam Search for Azcanta. I'm not sure what's better here. Probably Vendilion Click. I'm going to pass and plan on Vendilion Clicking. Okay. Play Signet. Well, I'm going to Vendilion Click him while he's down at 1 mana to see what he's got. See if there's anything I want to take. Alright. Yeah, I did it before he could use Rune Stack. He could Maelstrom Pulse, but if he doesn't... He does technically have the mana for it, but if your Maelstrom Pulses that, I'm really not worried. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He could get to Grave Titan eventually. Let's put Grave Titan to the bottom. I don't think I want to deal with Grave Titan right now. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe I should have done it with the Sphere. The Sphere is much farther away is what I was figuring, but he does have a pretty rampy hand. Alright, well, now I can't do a lot. I could play Search and just run it into his counterspell, but he will definitely counterspell it. And unfortunately, he can both do that and Maelstrom Pulse and still keep it up next turn, but I think it's still worth it just on the... If I draw land, I can slam it, or I can hold up Venser, which makes it hard for him to counter... Makes it hard for him to slam things. Maelstrom Pulse, I assume, yeah. Seems correct. Gotta hit lands. Come on, lands. Yes. So now I can decide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only things I know about in his hand, oh, I didn't snapshot it, are the ones I remember in his hand are Rune Snag, which I can cast this through, another land, and then I think a Mere Battle Sphere, which is at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'd have to play a 6 land and have drawn another land, so I think I can slam Search for Azcanta here safely, and then hold up Venser on future turns. I mean, it's also... I can let something big resolve and just take it with Sower or copy it with Vizier. Okay, he had a cycle land is what he had. So, man, I guess he's pretty flooded. I'm surprised he cycled a land given that I knew he needed to get up to 7. But, okay. Oh, he's going to get up there eventually anyway. Sure, that's fine. So he's drawn really well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Taps down that land. Sure, I'm not at 20 yet, so I can't really use that well anyway. That is a free... Well, I can't do that here. Let's put it in my graveyard. I do like it a lot, but I need to get my lands. I did. I mean, here I guess I just pass. It doesn't feel good, but he has the counter spell up anyway for literally anything I can cast. I mean, I think the thing I would do is Venser at some point. I mean, I could Venser on his turn, depending on what he does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe he has a land, so I believe he has 7 if he wants it. He plays it tapped. That's fine. Okay, Cold Steel Heart. I think that's okay. Do I care? 1, 2, 3, 4. Seems okay to me. Untaps the land, short. It's almost at 7. He's getting there. No, I don't think I bother playing him here. I know he has the Rune Snag. I know he can counter it. I might just draw a land. If I do, I can make sure it doesn't get countered, so that feels pretty good. I could slam Angel of Sanctions and force him to counter it. I don't think that's the best. I can always play this from my graveyard too, so yeah, let's put that in our graveyard and draw. Got a Snapcaster. Nothing worth Snapcastering, so I guess we just pass. He can probably just play through now, just because he has so much mana. He can both basically counter and do his thing. I mean, I do have the Sower to just take it once he does, and then a Vizier to copy it, so I'm not that worried about it, but definitely not quite ideal. Not drawing what I've been wanting to draw. 4 mana, interesting. Yeah, I've hit really poorly this game, I feel like. Oh, he untaps. Feel like this one's not going so well. I think that's fine. I don't think that affects me very much. I guess if he has a very... I guess I should have tapped it for mana in case he had a literal Force Spike, but I don't think it matters too much. Oracle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess I can do this and it'll just time walk him. He'll probably just counter it, but that's fine. Okay, Rune Snag, that's fine. Nope. Knew that was going to happen. So Oracle comes down. He has Jace the Mind Sculptor on top. Wow, is this? He has some high quality cards. So I know what he has in hand, which is Mirror Battlesphere, and then he's drawing Jace the Mind Sculptor. I still think I want to get to 6. Put in your graveyard. Let's say no. So I could Angel of Sanctions the Oracle if I want. I could Vizier Many Faces the Oracle. Don't have any instants or sorceries in here, so I can't use the Snapcaster for much of anything. I mean, I could just play down Staff of Nin and hope that's good enough. I guess Ralzeric is just going to ult next turn and take up to 5 turns at random. That'll be pretty good. Maybe if he has another counter, I'm screwed. But I know he doesn't. I know he has Mirror Battlesphere. I think I play Staff of Nin and then ping Ralzeric so he can't ult. Doesn't feel great, but I think it's my line. Yeah. All right. I mean, he still gets to play a Jace here and have a Mirror Battlesphere in hand. Or can he play both? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, he can't play both. He can play one or the other. Could Jace to try to put a land on top to hit with Oracle. Wouldn't be bad. Okay, he does play Jace. Probably Brainstorms. I don't know, though. He does Brainstorm. So Doomblade's coming up next turn if he wants it. Yep, like I said, he leaves the land on top. That way he gets to play it with for free with Oracle. Makes sense. Clever Impersonator coming up. Interesting. Gets to tap on tap. He had 7? I thought he only had 6. I'm super confused. But that's, I mean, that's really fine. Gets in, sure, it's not a big deal. Get to draw a few cards. Let's put Censor in our graveyard. I think that's fine. Got a land. Could Cryptic. Cryptic's not terrible here. Can I Cryptic and do other things? One. No, this is gonna burn something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not really. I could Sower of Temptation Mirror Battlesphere if I want to, which is not a terrible idea. He'd probably Clever Impersonator it. God, I'm in a hard spot right now. So I could copy his creature. It would be good, but not great. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have 7 mana no matter like how I cut it. It's like I can't do both things. Got an awkward amount of mana. I don't think there's anything I can really do about it. I mean, I could Angel of Sanctions his Mirror Battlesphere, but I know the Doomblade's within range that he can just get Doomblade and use it. So basically nothing I do here is going to be that good. Let's just Vizier. It gives me a whole lot of guys out on my side of the table. I think that's fine. I think I ping here. Redirect to Ralzeric. Just 5 turns would be, even if he only gets 1 or 2 turns, it'd be way too brutal. He's totally hanging here for some reason. Yeah, it sucks that I lost game 2 to the misclick. That one I wish I could get back, because I feel like I had probably, not necessarily a great chance of winning it, but 50-50 chance. And this one I do not think I have a 50-50 chance of winning. I think we are way behind. Maybe it's worth running the Signet just so that I can compete with these Rampy decks. Because they definitely seem pretty good. But I also didn't have the fortune to open a Jace, so that one might have just been good luck on their part. I wish I could break this for untapped blue, because then I could sack this to Elder Deep Fiend to like tap my opponent out a little bit. But that's alright. Nope. Yep. Alright, let's pass turn. Okay, he can Brainstorm for the Doomblade if he wants it. He probably does, at least to get more creatures off of Oracle. Just to like either put more lands on top so he can play them with Oracle. I'm like talking word soup here. Yep. Oh, Grave Titan's the next one up. That one's gonna be me next turn. That one's a little better to steal a Sower at least. And I can have Cryptic up if I really want to. I mean, I guess the advantage of playing out Cryptic this turn would have been I could Snapcaster Cryptic the turn after. Well, I took a long time to play earlier. It's my opponent's turn to take a long time to play. Yeah, my hand quality feels pretty good, but unfortunately, it's not that good against Planeswalkers, and maybe that's one of the problems with the deck I built in general, is it does have a little trouble with Planeswalkers. My opponent has quite a few of those. I really wanted like a Bribery or something to get the best card out of their deck, because they seem to run a whole lot of top-end bombs, like an absurd number. Okay, he made his decision. He put Clever Impersonator back on top of his library, so he didn't find any lands. He's a little locked on those, it looks like. Which is good for me. He's playing something big. It's not Doomblade. Oh, he has a Rashmi. Sure, I can't technically counter that right now. If I had one more mana, I could not either, actually, because Censor's not going to counter it. Okay, sure. I guess I should have tapped that in response, but it doesn't really matter. 5, 6. Inferno Titan was on top of his library. Sure, that's fine. Kills a bunch of mirrors, maybe. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. Taps all his mirrors, probably. I'm guessing, just to do 4 damage to me. Puts me in a hard position. Puts me... Oh, just 3. Alright. Puts me in a position where I probably want to chump here. I think I want to chump. Okay. Gonna break Marsh Flats. Gonna get a irrigated farmland. And I think I just passed turn. I think my goal here is, so Sun Titan. Let's not put that one in the graveyard. That one seems pretty good to draw. another draw. I get an oust. So how much can I do here? I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I hit a land, I could hit on both things I wanted to, which is Sower plus Cryptic. I mean, part of me says Cryptic, bounce Valzeric, kill Jace, and then put Mirror Battlesphere on top of his library too from the top or something. Then how much do I take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, I would be super dead. So that doesn't work. I know he has Doomblade coming up in the next couple cards. Maybe that's the one he left in hand, even though I can't play it. God. So it's like I could slam Sun Titan. What does Sun Titan get me back? Vendilion Click, that's it. That doesn't feel very good. I guess land. He's just going to Doomblade Vendilion Click. Doomblade Sun Titan, rather. Cryptic feels really good, especially because then I can Snapcaster Cryptic next turn if I want to. Maybe I just have to wait till his turn to Cryptic. Maybe that's the right play. But then I don't get to attack and kill the Jace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I can sack Mirror Battlesphere to play Elder Deep Fiend to tap down some more things on his turn. Ugh, this is a rough one. All right, I think my plan is put one of the creatures second from the top because I can do that and then still Cryptic on his turn. And then plan on just Crypticing on his turn, I think. Oust. Let's oust the Inferno Titan, I guess. Okay. Five, 6. Yeah, how much does this cost? Not, I think it costs just 2, so I don't know why I'm tapping everything. Oh, wait. Oh, but it costs 2 blue, so I can't do both. Oh, God, that's brutal. Alright. Oh, I can do this at some point, too. Well, maybe I'll do that end of turn. So let me do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, I can't do both either. I have to. I'm so bad. Maybe this is just wrong. Maybe I should just surprise. Elder Deep Fiend. And then surprise copy. I think maybe that's just better. Alright, so he can play the Inferno Titan if he wants to. Keep changing my mind about what I want to do. Oh, he does get to flip 5 coins. Alright, yeah. That's why I needed to do the other thing. That's fine. Alright, what does he get? Lost, 1, lost. So he gets 1 extra turn. Alright, seems fine. Man, I'm doing too much at once. I am playing this game super poorly. Yeah, if I wasn't going to do the Staff and Nin play, I had to do the bounce play. I mean, I guess I didn't have to because all I got was an extra turn, which isn't really that bad, considering he got rid of one of his more annoying threats. Okay, so he's not bouncing. That's good for me, I think. Oh, he does get to play a free land. That's a little annoying. I didn't think he would get to because I put another creature on top of his library. I don't quite get how that works. Unless he just had another land already there. Elder Deep Fiend's a little bit more useful next turn if I can hold off using it until then, but we'll see how we'll see what he does. I do have Cryptic if I want to use it. I mean, I could just Cryptic Inferno Titan too. Would be fine. Cryptic Tap would probably keep me alive because I could Cryptic Tap. He would untap and get to do it again, but oh, he needs to put 2 back on top. That's why he doesn't get the Swamp. Got it. So the Swamp would be the draw next turn. So next turn he'll be able to do the trick, but he can't do it here. He puts Inferno Titan on top, interestingly. Sure. Well, let's see what he's got. Doomblade. Alright, well. Okay. And so he gets to draw the Inferno Titan anyway. Obviously that just fails. And so now I can play the Inferno Titan, which I can copy and use that to kill Jace. Then he gets another turn with a dead Jace. It's still pretty good. He just goes to my face short. See what he does. Nothing. Alright. Alright. Which kind of sucks because he's going to... I think he just wins, but... Yeah, I think he just wins because I think he can... Oh, the negate's going to be really good too. I guess he doesn't get it till next turn. If I survive this turn, do I have a chance? No, I don't think so. But yeah, he can just ping my Inferno Titan with his, and then that takes my Inferno Titan out because of the sacrifice if it becomes the target of spell or ability. So as long as he sees that, which he should, it's not going to really matter. Oh, he's got something else big. Oh, does he have Grave Titan or something? If I lived another couple turns, I might have a chance. But I definitely got more stuck on mana than him. He got a lot of mana. Lay claim, sure. Alright, he's got it. Good game to my opponent. Man, we should have won the match if I had just not accidentally F6 through my turn. Oh god, that was painful. But it's alright, he played well. I mean, his deck was sweet. Probably sweeter than ours by a little bit. I do think our deck is pretty good, but we just, yeah, I mean, we didn't even get a chance to see things like Jace the Mind Sculptor. So you know, what are you gonna do? Sometimes your opponent has the slight edge in that department. If you open better cards, it's not that much you can do. If your opponent opens better cards. Trying again. This is also my first draft. I might have drafted slightly poorly. It was a sweet game. I screwed up pretty big. And a whole bunch of places, so... I mean, my opponent, I think, screwed up a few times too, but definitely deserved the win. Well, it's got early interaction. I do like a lot of the cards. I did get a lot of high-end and not much ability to ramp up to anything. I think I'm going to try keeping it, but I'm not liking it too much. At least I have Celestial Colony to fix. Oust this early interaction, and I can even oust twice with the help of Snapcaster Mage as long as I find one more land, and that very well might buy me enough time to get to my later game stuff. He plays white mana and nothing else. We have white mana as well. I'm not doing anything with it, but good to have it. Oh, my opponent has 2 white. He plays... Chaos, sure. Well, I guess that's interesting. We could Day of Judgment later instead. I still think I'm going to do the early play of just ousting, putting it back on top of his library. I don't want to... I want to make sure I hit my land drops and my opponent doesn't get to do too much. Silver Blade Paladin, sure, I get a land. That was a good draw. Nothing to do yet. I'm going to pass. I could Snapcast or Oust if I feel like I want to. I could also just hold up and wait for a Wrath next turn, especially if he dumps his hand a little bit. We'll see what he does. He has 4 mana for just the same play except X3. What does he do exactly on his battlefield? Okay. Yeah, I think I can take 4 here and then Day of Judgment next turn, and then I have Snapcaster on Oust for his next thing after that. Feels like we're playing a little bit from behind, but I don't think that's the end of the world. Not sure this is going to be the best deck to Bribery against, but Bribery is still pretty sweet. Well, we did get a land, and it's even a pretty sweet one. Let's play that down. I think let's put Elder Deep Fiend under it. That feels like it could be game-winning. Any order. Not going to wait any longer on this. Just going to fire off the Day of Judgment. Get his guys off the table. We're going to start wanting to play our guys too. We're also up to 5. If he doesn't do anything too good, I very well might Bribery. Just no matter whether I feel like I have to Snapcaster or Oust, or whether Bribery is good enough. Fortunately, we can't do everything we want to. I could Vendilion Click. I could also take a hit here. This is a little scary in that I don't know what creatures he is going to have. Oh, I can't do this at instant speed, so yeah, I can't hold that up. I'm silly. Bribery could be good. I'm going to try slamming Bribery. I want to see what he has. It might not be the right play, but only one way to find out. Oh, looks like he has a lot of weenie creatures. Oh, I see the Elish Norn. I think that's what I'm going for. Alright, well, I'm not scared of him dumping a bunch of weenie creatures now. I mean, I guess he could if he has a path or something. He has Oblivion Ring. I don't know. Oh, he does basically. He has Cast Out. Pretty good. We don't currently have a way to deal with that one. Not terrible. Gets in for 3. I get Glacial Fortress. So I'm up to 6. I mean, I have some options. I could just take the turn off and Staff of Nin. It doesn't feel that bad. I feel like Snapcaster Oust is probably the best, but I guess if I wait a turn, I could... No, I think Snapcaster Oust is pretty good. Only uses 3 of my mana, and then I have 3 to Vendilion Click also. Yeah, let's do that. Let's Snapcaster on Oust. Let's Oust my opponent's guy. Keeps gaining life. And then I guess on his draw step, I will Vendilion Click. I could wait a turn to do that, but I think probably better to do it on his draw step. Well, the thing is, I guess maybe that's not a good time to do it, because I don't want to give him the 3/4 flying lifelink person back. That person is pretty good. I looked at his deck. He didn't really have anything better than that. I probably should have snapshotted his deck. I didn't look through it too deeply. Okay, that's fine. And I still think I have Vendilion Click on my opponent's turn, but... Interesting. Well, I guess I should have... Guess I should have done things a little differently. That is, that's pretty bad for me. Alright, well, now I know he has that. I guess I should have Vendilion Clicked on the beginning of his turn. Probably should have waited a turn to do this. Let's see what you got. He's not going to kill me that fast. Oh, Wrath of God he can have. Hound he can have, so nothing. Alright. He does have all gas, but nothing that's that good. I get Cryptic. I mean, I can bounce this to hand and he's not going to be able to play it for a while, so that's probably what I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just bounce that and draw a card. I could do that main phase, or I could do that on his turn. Doesn't really matter, I guess. I guess I just do it now, because then if I happen to get a card I can play, I can just do it now. So, he's going to have that in his hand, and he can play it eventually, but he can't play it anytime soon, at least. Okay, now I have a Sower of Temptation. Alright, that's not the worst. Now he's going to be able to play his Angel down and swing for 2. Yeah, that seems fine. And I'm going to take control of his Angel. It's a back and forth game, that's for sure. Elder Deep Fiend's under there, that's right. 1, 2, 3... I'm not going to be able to do this turn. I might as well do it like that. Right. I guess the only other card I'm going to be able to play is Serum Visions. So let's Serum Visions first. Got a land, not bad. Don't think I need the Sleight of Hand. Venser does feel pretty good. Let's put that on top. Let's play land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sword of Temptation. Gain control of Angel. Pass turn. It's up to 6 mana. If he gets to 7, he can recast his big dude. And I guess if he does, he gets back Archangel too, so that's pretty scary. That is pretty scary. All right. He's at 29 life and I'm at 11. So I'm in some trouble. Oh yeah, I get to hold up Venser. So I guess it's not that bad. Plus I get to get in with Archangel, not this. That brings us up to a 3-1, so I don't lose Archangel at least. And then it's up to me whether I want to hold up Venser or slam down Sun Titan / Staff. Let's it go. Okay, so now this becomes a 3-3. It's tricky. Staff wouldn't be terrible. I guess Staff is fine too, just because I can shoot down Selfless Spirit here. I can always use Venser next turn to kill his big creature. It does mean he gets in for 4 with the Hound, but I don't think that's the end of the world. Sure, that's fine. Oh, he has Wrath. Yes, that makes sense. Alright. Sure, that's fine too. That actually puts me quite a bit ahead. Plus I have Elder Deep Fiend under the thing. I think that's actually pretty good news for me. So he has 7 exactly. Okay. Draw a card for turn. Land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got some options. I could Sun Titan and then hope Censor is enough. Sun Titan gets back a bunch of stuff. Yeah, let's Sun Titan, get back Vendilion Click, and if we want to, we can always just put thing to the bottom. I'm also less than 20, so I can cast Elder Deep Fiend if I want to. Okay, let's Sun Titan on Vendilion Click, I think. Snapcaster could be fun too at some point, but not right now. Okay. He gives up. Yeah. Okay, so that worked out. So it's like White Weenie. They have a few big threats, but not a lot. Not much to say. Yeah, maybe the Signet is worth it. Maybe Temporal Isolation is worth it. Probably not. The guys he has are pretty good, even if they... The two biggest seemed good even without that affecting them. So... I think I run it back. I think everything here seemed pretty good against him. Angel would be good for sure. I guess some of the little guys would kind of suck. I have a lot of copy spells, so I can just like copy some of his really big stuff too. Oh, let's keep it. If we get to 3, we can Compulsive Research and help us draw more. I do have an Oust. I do need white mana for the Oust, but I think that's fine. And I got white mana. I guess I'll play it down. Not clear to me whether I should be playing white or blue there. I don't think it matters too much. We have a 2-drop. He does. Hey. This is going to look a lot like last time, probably. And, oh, that's tempting. I think I do still Oust this. I think I still Marsh Flats. Next turn, I probably just Compulsive Research to get a little bit ahead on cards. Sure. Oblivion Stone doesn't seem that good for him, in my opinion, but I guess it's not terrible. I mean, it doesn't... It's not what you would think of in a white weenie creature deck, right? It's like a little weird. Cancel. Play blue. Just because I want to get up to Cryptic, it's more important to play the blue. I'll target myself. Let's discard a land. I think I can discard a white land here. Pass turn. I can also always exile Oblivion Stone with Angel of Sanctions for what that's worth. He has a 4-mana spell, sure. Well, he's doing pretty well. Got some options here. I could Sower of Temptation. I guess then he could eventually put a counter on it and do the thing. But Sower of Temptationing Sublime Archangel doesn't feel bad. So maybe that's fine. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And next turn, if he doesn't want to blow up his stone, which he might just say, oh, let's just kill the stone. Oh, nothing. Nothing. Oh, wow. Okay. I could Celestial Colonnade here. I could Phantasmal Image this. Can you get double Exalted? He gives up the match. Alright. I had a bunch of options there. It's definitely going to hit for a lot. I'm surprised he gave up the match. Don't think it was over yet. Okay, well, we're 1-1 at least. We're doing all right. Maybe our deck's not the best. Feels a little middling. Definitely not great. Maybe I go down Hedron Archive for Signet, just for more reliable ramp. Like, this is the better ramp just because it like helps us hit Elsbeth and Sun Titan and things like that, but maybe we just need the Signet instead to help for curve consideration. I think I'm going to try it like that. That might just be better. Because I definitely feel slower than some of these other decks. And things like Hedron Archive are not helping me on that level. Oh, I forgot to update my text on this. Well, people probably came and watched not knowing what I was doing. Let's change titles. Oh, I need to click join match. This should be MTGO Modern League. Alright, mean, it feels keepable. Again, doesn't feel great. I got basically some early disruption stuff and then a pretty good late game finisher. So I think it's fine. Okay. Opponent plays that and nothing else. I get Adventure. I guess I'll play Island Go. No real reason to play the planes yet. He's at least 3 colors. He has Riftwing. Nice. I like Riftwing a lot. I think Riftwing's pretty good. Alright, my turn. Well, still nothing to do. Guess I'll just play Land Go. Maybe next turn I will Compulsive Research, especially if I don't hit a 4th land drop here. Could be good. Riftwing's going to be pretty annoying though. Even just bouncing a land to my hand is pretty bad for me. Alright, is that 3 mana? What's he got? Got a Jace Vryn's Prodigy, sure. Well, I can't. I got some options here. I think I'm going to just slam the Compulsive Research. I guess I could have irrigated farmland and ousted. Didn't seem important to me. Two cards or a land. I'm going to need these lands. How close is Riftwing? He's 2 away. What do I do next turn? V-click? Yeah, let's do land. I guess that's fine. I guess I shouldn't have done land. Guess Staff of Nin. Feels like it's like the best, but it's the farthest off, especially if he bounces a land to my hand, which is what he might do next turn. He gets to loot here, which is pretty good. Wonder if he's Reanimate deck. Don't know how good they are in cube, but they might be alright. I also might have gotten rid of the wrong land. Now I can't Sower of Temptation next turn if I want to. I guess I can, yeah, I could oust, that's about it. Which wouldn't be bad, but against Reanimate, that is. Opponent has 4 mana. Glen Alendra, sure. Seems okay. She's a pretty good card. Well, I did get another one of these. I could Sower the Glen Alendra. I could Venser the Glen Alendra. Pretty good with either of those. I could also Day of Judgment for what that's worth. Maybe I just Venser the Cloudscape coming down, honestly. I don't really want any of my stuff to get bounced. You might just be able to hardcast it, but that's fine too. Maybe he has a counter spell. Not sure. No, he lets it go. Yeah. I think I'll make him recast the Cloudscape if he wants it. Threw a Huntmaster in his graveyard. He must have a lot of different color lands, I guess. Loot's first main phase. Probably looking for another blue so he can cast his Riftwing, or I don't know. I don't know what he's planning. Gets rid of an Awakening Zone. Awakening Zone is not a very good card, legitimately, so not a bad one to get rid of. Let me just require 4 in his graveyard. Oh, and he got another land, so he could Riftwing if he wants to. Although if he does, I have Oust up, and then I can oust the Glenelendra, which feels pretty good. So I don't even know how good that is for him. He just plays Solemn instead, so he can leave Glenelendra up. Makes sense to me. And he gets a red mana. So he has all of his colors. He's like 4 color good stuff. Probably gets in, yeah, might as well. Seems pretty good. Alright, I take it. My turn, I get a land. Oh, I guess I can't. I mean, I could 1, 2, 3, 4. Like Sower one of his guys, maybe Glenelendra, which doesn't feel super good. And I could like oust another one, like Jace. I could also V-click on his upkeep. And then just like cycle farmland if I want to. Actually, maybe I should have played farmland here. It's possible. The problem is if I Sower Glenelendra, what it'll do is he'll bounce Glenelendra to hand with his thing. So I think I just V-click on his turn. And then maybe cycle Irrigated Farmlands, although I do want to get to 6. Vendilion Click. I'll look at your hand. I think that's the one I want. Okay. Whole lot of green things that are pretty expensive. He does have double green now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He doesn't have enough for Avenger or Garruk. He does for Primeval Titan. Let's put Primeval Titan to the bottom. I mean, it might give him enough for Avenger, I guess, but I'm not even that worried about Avenger, especially if he jams it without having the mana to use Glen, because then I can just Wrath on his turn. I should have snapshotted. I always forget that that one doesn't. Can I remember what was in his hand? Avenger. Oh, he's going to lose one of them now anyway. God. Riftwing. Garruk. Those are the ones I remember. Avenger, Riftwing, Garruk, and must have been one other thing. No, there wasn't. Those were the 3. Then me putting one to the bottom drew him a card off Vendilion Click, and now he's also drawing one off of that. So I only know 3, and now I only know 2. So it's a guy rid of Riftwing. All right. So Avenger, Garruk is what I know about. Yeah, I almost definitely should have played Irrigated Farmland last turn. We'll see what he plays. Looks like Garruk, maybe? He does now have the mana for Garruk, so yeah, he plays Garruk. Not a bad one. Starts on 3, probably pluses to create a creature or something. Okay, that seems fine. It's in with the Solemn. That I can take. That seems fine to me. Okay. Well, I think I played on Irrigated Farmlands. I think I do 1, 2, 3. I think I leave up Oust, so I think I do Sower. I think I Sower the Glenelendra. Definitely this is like the playing from behind set of plays. Let's oust the beast token. Gets to gain 3 life. And then let's kill the Garrick. I think that's fine. Great. All looks pretty good to me. We got a Baneslayer next turn, or Elspeth if we can resolve an Elspeth. Probably can resolve an Elspeth. That's probably my go-to. Well, certainly an interesting game. Getting a little grindy. Anybody could win. We're in one of those rare situations where my opponent is actually taking longer than me. Depending on how things go, I could also slam Day of Judgment, just wipe his board. The only downside there is he does get the Glen Elendra back. But if it wipes enough things, it could be worth it at some point to do. I'd kind of rather do that once I have the Elspeth on the field. So my guess is Elspeth next turn, and then maybe Day of Judgment or Baneslayer one of the turns after that. He's playing something. He has... Is it just the one I know about? It is, and he has left himself open because he doesn't have the Glen Elendra anyway, so I could theoretically just... Okay, he loots with Jace, makes sense. And he's going to have enough to flip Jace if he wants to flip Jace, which I think he does. I actually don't know if he get a choice. He might just have to flip Jace. Although I can just kill Jace in the air, which I probably will. We'll have to see if Elspeth can stay alive. The tricky part is he might have a land next turn. If he has a land next turn and these all become... Or can he have a land this turn? No, I think he can. I don't think he's played a land yet this turn. So. Okay, Jace. Yeah, so he gets to make all his guys bigger. Seems pretty good. Alright. And he doesn't have blue up. Interesting. Part of me goes, I can block here, make this a 1-1, but then I guess I can't kill Jace. So I think I just take here. And then I have a tricky question. Okay. I can still kill Jace, though. So it's not a big deal. Oh, no, I can't kill Jace. He's at 6. Interesting. Got a land. That's not the best for me. I guess I can only take Jace to 1. Consider sorcery card from his graveyard, of which he has currently none. So his minus is terrible. His -9 is good, but it's so far away, and his plus isn't even that relevant, so I'm not really that worried about him. I mean, I probably do pressure him a little bit, but maybe I just resolve Elspeth first and start uptaking Elspeth, and then just plan on blocking most of his stuff. I guess the Elspeth only has a +1. If he wants to get frisky with Creeping Tar Pit, he could put me behind pretty quick. He could eventually also draw an answer to my Glen Elendra, but for now I can also hold up irrigated farmland. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go this route. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's pass turn. I can counter something if I really, really need to with Glen, although I'm going to try not to. Maybe I should have attacked Jace. I'm not sure. So he no longer has Avenger or Garrick, so I don't need to care about that. I do not know the 2 cards he has in hand. He has a Secure Tri-Welder. That one's fine. Sacks it, sure. Oh, gets a land. Got it. Make all his guys bigger. Seems pretty good. Basically, these 2 are the 2 that can't die, and so they can't block. So I definitely shouldn't have done things this way. I guess he just slams all at Elspeth. If he activates Tar Pit, I cannot keep Elspeth alive. Yeah, I screwed up for sure. Well, we'll see what he does. I guess if I really can't keep Elspeth alive at all, I just don't block at all. I keep everything back, and I just swing all at his Jace, and then Day of Judgment after I kill his Jace. Would be fine too. He only has 1 card in hand. Oh, this is Modern Cube. So it's Cube, but only modern legal cards. So nothing as crazy as Vintage or Legacy Cube. So basically, you get to draft a deck out of a lot of the best cards that are in Modern currently. So my opponent has a crazy 4-color good stuff deck with lots of good stuff, and I have kind of a blue-white control-ish deck. Is the situation we're in right now. Sorry, I should be reading chat more. I can counter a big non-creature thing with Glenelendra, but that's about all I can do. I definitely should have swung with Glen and Sower at Jace last turn. It was definitely a slight mistake not to do so. What does my opponent have? He does fire up Creeping Tar Pit. Alright. Still got to swing with quite a few things at Elspeth if he wants to kill Elspeth. Or maybe he just swings face though, I guess. Okay, it makes my Vendilion click small. That's fine. He attacks. How does he attack? All at me? All at Elspeth. So he really wants Elspeth off the board. Alright, no blocks. You got her. Elspeth down. Alright, well that was pretty good. What else does he have? Anything else? Green, double black. He has... What is this? Be a creature that I can kill with my Day of Judgment. I guess if this is a kill spell on Sower, I'm in a little bit of trouble. Just because then he gets Glen back, and once he gets Glen back... No, he's going to be totally tapped out, so I guess that'll be fine too. If it's a kill spell on Sower, I sack Glen to stop it. Oh, it's just a Tassiger. Sure, that's fine too. Alright. So I think... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I think my ultimate plan is Day of Judgment. So I swing all at Jace, and then I Day of Judgment to kill all the creatures, but he gets to draw a card off this, and he gets a 1/1 Glenelendra back. Okay, he blocks Venser. That's kind of what I expected. Jace down. I would just die if I didn't do this, so I think the correct move is to Day of Judgment. I mean, my other option is I could Elder Deep Fiend on his turn, but I can't imagine this being the wrong move. He does get a few more extra stuff than I get, but reset the board, not the worst. I have 2 pretty good cards in hand. He has 2 cards in hand that are unknown. They might be good. This is match 2. I won the first match, I believe. I believe this is match 2. This is the 3rd match. Sorry, this is match 3. I think this is. I thought this was game 2, but maybe that's wrong. This might be game 1. I actually think this is game 1. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so he gets in for 1. What else does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 away from just hard casting Deep Fiend, which would be pretty good. Well, he's got something big. Whatever it is, it was a top deck. And it's his only top deck. He has a Grave Titan. All right, Grave Titan's pretty good. I got to top deck something to answer Grave Titan now. Wow, that was quite the draw. Well, I think I just Elder Deep Fiend on his turn, tap down his stuff. Doesn't feel great, but I think it's fine. Okay, he breaks that. Sure, that's fine. Land tapped, presumably short. I'll do Deep Fiend. 1, 2. I guess it doesn't really matter. I could leave a zombie up. Like, what's it gonna do? Attack me? Better to take down the unblockable one. Okay. Get my Elder Deep Fiend on out there. Not the best, but it does buy me a turn. And he drew a land, so not the best, but not the worst. We're definitely on the ropes. We need something good. I get... Well, this is not the worst for sure. What can I actually get back? Staff of Nin being in the graveyard is a little painful. Can't get a lot back. I guess just land. Maybe just land. Most of my stuff, I guess I can get Vendilion Click back. Probably better than playing Baneslayer here, although he is just going to have a million zombies. Yeah, let's Sun Titan. I think that's fine. He has no cards in hand. I don't want to get rid of mine, so this would literally just be getting a 3-1 on the board. Is it worth it just to get a 3-1 on the board, or am I better off just getting a land? I'm still probably better off just getting a 3-1. I don't think I need land for anything. I mean, I could push Baneslayer to the bottom and try to find another card for myself, but I don't think I want to. Then I can either attack or not attack with this. Let's attack. I'm not blocking with it. Probably just blocking his Grave Titan with my Sun Titan. Maybe even blocking a zombie with a Vendilion Click. Doesn't feel good, but I think that might be where I am. At least I have the Baneslayer to start gaining back life next turn. And maybe the right thing to do, I guess, was leave both back and double block here so that I can get this back again. Could see doing either. That might have been a rush judgment, but I don't think it's bad. Yeah, I'm 1-1 in matches. We lost one to... I think the deck was a little bit like this. It was just kind of like 5-color random good stuff. Had some pretty good cards. And then we beat a deck that gave up a little early. That was kind of like a white weenie deck. But they might have just had a really bad hand. It went to 3 games, and it was pretty close. I think it went to 3 games. Maybe that was the second game, but it felt pretty close. It was just he got a little behind early in the last game, and he decided not to play it out. He scooped. I am only at 13 life. Oh, he top decked something. Again, he must have gotten something pretty good. 5 mana. 6 mana. Alright, what is it? This is like like, I don't even know what it could be. 7 mana. Mirror Battlesphere. Oh my god. The hits keep coming. Man, this guy, he's drawing well, that's for sure. Not much you can say other than that. Yeah. Seems good. Does he attack with Grave Titan? He does. Alright, well, that's just going to trade. I mean, definitely better for him, so it's a good attack. I would have attacked with it too, but... Okay. Gets in, makes more zombies. I think we just lose here. I don't know if there's a draw that gets us out of this. I will trade there, and I guess that's it. Short. He's got an opposing board again. We don't have a lot of stuff to do. We drew another land. That's obviously bad. Played on Baneslayer. I guess we play defense. I'm going to keep the land in hand in case I draw some ability to like discard it in a way that I don't care about. Could double block Mirror Battlesphere if he attacks with it. We'll see what he decides to do. Fortunately, none of these are demons or dragons, so my protection from Baneslayer doesn't do a whole lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, taps 4, 5. Man, he keeps top decking gas. Wow. Jeez. All right. I mean, he gets to kill my Vendilion Click, I guess, probably. He has a lot of top end, and not did he even really play much ramp? Not. I guess he had a tiny bit. He's just like top end only. All right. He might be able to just kill me here. I haven't done the math. 8, which I can stop 2 of. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, I don't think so. Because that would only be unblockable. He can do 6, 10. Then I gain back 5 with first strike. He might start firing up Tar Pit. Maybe that's what he's doing. Doesn't look like he does. Okay, he does attack with Mirror Battlesphere. I mean, I think there's a pretty big argument for double blocking, but he will kill Baneslayer if I do, and that puts me in really bad shape. But if I don't, I also feel like I'm in probably an unwinnable position because I'm just taking 12 here. Yeah, I can't take 12 here. I've got to... Basically, he's priced me into double blocking. Otherwise, I would go to 1, and then there's absolutely no chance I would live next turn if I just go to 1. So, double block. Short. I gain 5. So, I actually end up gaining life out of this exchange total and trading with the Battlesphere. So, I mean... It's not the worst. It really isn't, but not good. Not looking good for us. We get to draw. We draw Censor. I think I'm going to cycle that right now. Another land. All right, well, I don't think we can actually win from here, but I'm not going to give up until he puts me in a bad position, I guess. We're a little flooded, and he has quite the board. Even though it's all things that can't really attack him favorably, except for like Creeping Tar Pit, I guess. But he has the Sky Sovereign ship thing now too. What did he top decked another bomb? Oh my god! All right, I give up. That was just 4 turns in a row of top decking 6+ mana creatures. Wow. Yeah. I don't know what to do about that. I could totally see cutting Censor. I mean, it is pretty good against him. He does like to slam a bunch of giant things. Bribery feels great here. Day of Judgment worked really well. Sower feels like it'd be really good. He plays enough big things that they're pretty cool to steal. Vizier of Many Faces feels like it would have been good. I also just didn't draw that much of my good stuff, I guess. Phantasmal Image would have been good. I'm going to try this again. I don't think I'm even changing anything. Temporal Mastery is calling to me, but I don't think it's actually good here. I think it's actually really bad. I mean, if I happen to top deck it, it's good, but I don't think it's good in the matchup otherwise. Alright, I will go first. Well, I think I keep it off the hope that I draw a third land and can play Compulsive, but doesn't look good right away. Don't have a turn 1 play, I'm just going to play Glacial Fortress. In middle, I could have played it next turn untapped, but it doesn't really matter. Get that sweet F6 value. Sacred Foundry. Tapped. I get an Elspeth. Well, I have all my good stuff, but unfortunately, don't have any of my cheap cards at all. Really need a land. If I don't hit land here, I could be in a little bit of trouble. If I do hit a land, I can Compulsive Research and ditch a couple of my big things and feel pretty good. Well, nothing from him. I got a land. Sweet. Well, this looks like Compulsive Research to me. Draw 3. If I draw like 2 lands, I'll probably just discard a land. Otherwise, let's discard 2 cards. I don't want to discard too much of my top end. I definitely want to keep that. I think I definitely want to discard Censor. I could discard like Staff of Nin or something, which I do think is pretty good in the matchup, but like not as immediately useful. Maybe better just to keep Search. I definitely need to keep the land here. I do like Staff of Nin, but it's a little ways away. And Search I can play next turn. Alright, I'm convinced. I definitely regretted discarding Staff last game. It's kind of like, it sucks when you end up in a situation where it's like, you have all of your late game stuff early game, and then none of your... Right. Oblivion Stone, sure. Is Oblivion Stone even good against me? I mean, he can blow it up and give it to my Search, I guess. I can pass without Venser Up. I don't think I need Venser Up. He floods the board a lot more than me. I can't imagine him being the control deck here. Solemn, pretty good. I like it. Okay. What do I see on top? See a Phantasmal Image. You know what? I think I'm going to cast that here. So let's not put that in my graveyard. I'm just going to cast Phantasmal Image, copying his Solemn Simulacrum. And why don't I get myself a land? Actually, I think I need white more than I need blue here, although I don't really need either that much. Nothing else to play here, so I'll just pass. My Solemn Simulacrum's even better at dying than his is. Alright. He blows it up and kills all our stuff. I mean, I guess that does hit me slightly harder, but not much. Alright, I get a Signet, sure. Get a land as well. Let's play down Signet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess maybe I should have just slammed Elspeth. I don't know. I'm pretty okay holding up Venser here. If he plays anything too big. Grave Titan. I guess maybe he has like a 1 mana counter spell. I don't know. Let's just Venser your Grave Titan here. Break this. Get our irrigated farmlands. Okay, pass his turn. Land for turn. Guess I attack in. Think it's probably better to get Elspeth out than Sun Titan. Sun Titan does give me some things back. Like, I could just Phantasmal Image my Venser or something if I want to. I guess I could just do that next turn too. No, let's just Elspeth plus. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. I guess if I top deck a land, then I'll have 9, and I could Day of Judgment plus Baneslayer would be pretty good. I could also minus Elspeth just to kill his Grave Titan if he plays Grave Titan again. Hopefully he doesn't have removal for Elspeth. 6 mana again. Play Sorin Grim Nemesis. So we could minus 6 on Elspeth, I guess. Minus 5 on Elspeth. Is that what he's planning on doing, maybe? I guess that's pretty good. Yep, that's what he does. Gains him some life, kills Elspeth. I mean, it's fine. I mean, kind of a 1-for-1. Not the best thing I've ever seen. I guess I play Shelldock here. Seems like a reasonable play. I can cast that next turn. Probably stick a Cryptic command under it, I suppose. Although I do like Snapcaster as well. Yeah, Cryptic feels pretty good. Any order. 1, 2, 3. Actually, do I even play Sun Titan if I'm gonna Wrath next turn? That's a little tricky, huh? Let's go to attack. Attack face, attack face, attack face. Attack Sorin. Yeah, I didn't think he had anything. I mean, Sun Titan's not the worst to play, although, like I said, if I'm playing my sweeper anyway, I guess it feels kind of bad. I immediately get back, immediately Phantasmal Image from Venser. Also have Cryptic coming up. You know what, I'm just going to pass. He's got a ton of big creatures. I know he has at least some in hand. I'd really like to Wrath them. Grave Titan, sure. I guess if he has Counterspell, I get a little blown out, but he has to have like a hard counter, which isn't that likely. I guess even then I can Cryptic it back if I want to. More land, not the best, but I don't have a way to get rid of it anymore, I don't think. Day of Judgment. Let's go. Less Sun Titan. I can get back land if I want to. Oh, maybe he has a counterspell that's just a like Mana Leak type counterspell. Oh, he does. He has Supreme Will. Sure, that's fine. Nope, can't pay. That's fine. Well, I guess I got blown out a little bit. He only has 4 cards left in hand. I mean, he might have big bombs. He might not. I do have a Cryptic left at least. I guess next turn I can... Maybe what I should have done even is played it safer. Steam Vents, sure. Weavero might just win this on time. I think he's just been playing really slow. Does he have a big bomb to play here? If not, I'm going to play down Baneslayer and hold up Cryptic, which feels pretty good to me. He has something to play. It looks pretty big. Is it like Primeval Titan? Yep, it is Primeval Titan. That's a good one. Alright. I mean, I can technically raise Primeval Titan with Baneslayer, although he will just empty all the lands from his deck. But I don't even know how much I care about that. Okay. I guess maybe I can't raise that plus Creeping Tar Pit and Raging Ravine. We'll see what he does. We shall see what he does. He has something else. He has another card from hand. He has Tassiger. Wow. All right. Seems not bad. I think we oust something. Maybe Prime Time. Is that worse than Tassiger? Tassiger is a 4/5 that we can block. I guess it is. Yeah, let's oust the Prime Time. Play down the Baneslayer. Pass turn. If he plays anything too scary, I can always Cryptic it. What's he got here? Something else big? Shieldred. Yeah. You know. I'll counter that one, I think. I like Shieldred and all, but I don't think that would be very fair. What else he got? And an Arlen Cord. Wow, he's doing it. I mean, he's got good stuff, that's for sure. Doesn't want to attack in here, I don't think. He didn't even activate his Arlen Cord? That feels weird. Well, we have a million land, unfortunately. I think I'm just going to leave land in hand because, I don't know, because I can. I think I might as well kill the Arlen Cord. I mean, gain myself back some life. Alright, he gives up. I mean, he was going to lose the time. I feel a little bad that he lost the time because he might have won the match. Oh, Angel of Sanctions and Elder Deep Fiend. Those both would have been really good against him, actually. Maybe we would have won. I don't know. Hard to tell. Sweet. Oh, I guess he's not done yet, technically. I guess I was like, he gives up the whole match. That was only game 2. He has 2 minutes to win the last game, so... I think we probably have it, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should just go a faster build. Like, slightly. Like, go down one of my top ends, like Staff, which I just keep discarding anyway, and go up, like, Aether Adept to bounce stuff back to his hand or something. Or Temporal Isolation could be okay. It's not that good against most of the things he played, though. Let's try it like this. Maybe we'll play a little bit more of a tempo game. Man, I could really use to draw Bribery in this matchup. He has such good high end. Staff of Nin is pretty good here, though. Thing is, so are a lot of these other cards. Maybe Search for Azcant is just not good in this deck in general. I keep getting it and not feeling good about it. I don't know. It helps me find lands. I'm going to put it back in. Censor out, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Censor's not bad either. None of these are bad. Alright, we'll just do it. We'll do whatever we can. This looks like a keep for me. Got probably one of the better hands I've seen, honestly. Got a pretty smooth curve going 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 3 lands. So we're pretty likely to hit on curve. Another 3-drop. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. I can use Vendilion Click to get the scariest thing out of his hand if I need to. Got perfect fixing for him, which is nice off of that. Tri-Builder, gonna ramp him. That's a little scary. Sacks it right away even. Doesn't even wait till my turn. I mean, I guess he knows I'm not exactly the guy who's gonna have like a haste creature coming in. Alright, I get another land. That's actually pretty good. Definitely want to keep hitting my lands. I can maybe tempo him out a little bit because I can Vendilion Click his turn 5 play. Oh. Playing something here. 4 mana. Oh, Arlen, nice. Okay, it's a 2/2 short. Another land. I think I'm on the Vendilion Click plan. And I think I'm going to do it on their draw step. Make sure they don't have anything too strong to do this turn. I guess I shouldn't have done that because he can just bolt my guy. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Collective effort. What can that do here? Not a lot. Pia is scarier. He has a lot of lands, but not that much to do with them. Destroy an enchantment. Creature with power 4 or greater. Or put +1/+1 counters on the things he has. None of those are that scary to me right now, and I don't have an enchantment. So I guess we take Pianalar. She does feel like she could be kind of an annoying threat. And I think it's worth it to take something. I don't even know if he wants to kill Vendilion Click. He probably does just to save Arlen. Yep, seems good. Puts in for 2 probably. He gives up. All right, I was going to say, I don't think he has time to win. I'm not convinced he would have won that game anyway. Well, we went 2-1, which was better than going 1-2. Certainly better than going 0-3. I'm not going to say the deck was sweet. I think the deck was, I mean, I don't think it was terrible, but I don't think it was great. Just didn't have enough powerful things at the top end. Didn't really ramp, which a lot of the decks we ran into did. Maybe you can fight that if you just have enough counter spells, and I didn't. Bribery was a little hit or miss. It's one of my favorite cards in Cube, but this Cube is definitely a little bit lower powered. So Bribery does go down in value a lot when you're not just hitting a lot of Eldrazi Titans and things like that, which I think you do a lot in Vintage and Legacy Cube, which is partly, I probably picked it higher than I should have, maybe a little bit. But yeah, most of our cards were pretty good. The Signet was a little weird, not great. Search for Azcanta isn't bad, but I'm not sure. I don't think I had enough instants and sorceries. I had the 1-drops, which were all pretty good. I had a Censor that I think I should cut on the draw a lot, game 2 a lot of the time. Compulsive Research is fine. Cryptic Command's good, but like I have a lot of not like just creatures that do stuff. Day of Judgment's good, and this can only grab non-creatures, so the flip side of it, that is. I mean, the front side of it still just helps me filter towards my lands, which definitely helped me in some games, but not totally convinced. Well, for anybody who was watching, which I think is not too many people, I think it's just a lot of people busy and I haven't been streaming regularly, but thank you guys, and I will see you guys later. Take it easy.